Hi guys! So we're back for a continuation of yesterday's build. If you watched that, you knew that at the end of it something gave out with technology, and actually it was the video or the camera that does the imaging and helps the computer to find the pieces that I put down that just threw out. I don't know what happened. The USB it wasn't recognized. The device wasn't recognized as a USB device anymore, and I don't know why that happened. I hope it doesn't happen again, but you never know. There was nothing special that I did or that happened, so I just hope that it isn't frequently occurring. But suddenly it wasn't recognized anymore, and I couldn't take pictures, and I had to reinstall the whole thing to make it work. But now we're back. So that's that. I hope we continue. The stats are back to 0 again. It doesn't follow up yesterday's session, so if you look down here, you'll see that it's a flat line. I've made about half of the puzzle, so it's half of it is left. What else? Yeah, if you watched yesterday, you see that this piece was missing. Now I actually found it. It was on the floor, so it wasn't missing at all. I thought it might be the missing piece that I put aside, but obviously it wasn't. It was just lost for a brief time. So we'll just place that in, and we'll take a snap and see if technology is with us today, and if we get a first piece down. Sorry for not looking at you. I'm watching the screen here to see if that worked. Right, maybe it's off somehow. Let me tell you, this technology. Let's give it another try. That's better. All right. So, do we have a first piece? Perhaps not. Let me see. Well, at least it was sort of recognized. Not good enough. Oh well, we'll just have to live without that, and I'll continue on and see if we can find a few other pieces that I put down. Right? So strategy wise, I'm pretty much done with the things that I was going to start out doing. There are a few pieces left with the background connecting with the animals that I haven't been able to find yet, and don't know if I should spend more time looking into that. I can put that down and see if we can get a match. There's that. It's recognized by the computer, but for some reason or other it's not detected as a new piece. Let me just get a closer look. That's strange. I think it should be. I'll just give it one more try to see if we can fit something. Let's try to find that, guys. No, that's not it, I guess. Maybe we can find something easier. What's that? That should be something down there, perhaps. No. There we go. Do another snap. So that's recognized. It's well, let's try that again then. Yeah, there we go. Haha! Success! New piece found. Alright. So there, it's down here, right? There it is. And we've got a piece in the stats. So let's just... that was just some, hopefully, a few minor setbacks. And we'll continue on. Alright, so there are a few more pieces. With there we go, with the background and animals on it. pair, so I will try to find those, because that's what I said I was going to start doing, and I might as well follow that through. So this one, I've tried that already, didn't I? There we go. Is that last one recognized? Yes, it's a bit off though. Alright, so another piece. Yeah, so that's working again. Good. Alright, let's just no, thought I had that one. It's dark green on there, so there's cat. I guess that comes later then. So that's a given though. Here we go. Snap. What's this then? I guess that might come in. Close that. No. Here's furry cat, that's up there, right? Might be there somewhere. See if I can find. Oh, there's that piece. And that fits right in there, so good. Few more in. And there's that. So if you just stop watching the last clip, I think I was kind of tired then, because I was working with these pieces and I couldn't quite make out where to put them. But now I can, puzzle a lot faster. So I'll just blame being tired, even though it might just be that my focus was elsewhere, because now it's going really good actually. But that's just the way it goes with puzzling. You have to be fully invested to make good time. And sometimes you're not. Working at this speed though, maybe I'll get this done tonight. That would be good relief, great relief. Here we go. And again, I talked about this a lot yesterday. I will keep talking about it. Doing a good sort. That's really what helps me going now. It just saves a lot of time, not having to look through all the pieces for each and every piece you want to lay down. But you can focus on a smaller area. But let's see what's happening now though. Right, quite a few of the last pieces weren't recognized by the computer. That's why the stats aren't going up. I don't know why that is. I'll have to check in on that later. And I just want to keep building now when I'm in the flow, not stop and check on the computer. So I guess this is just, it's not some pieces like this. It's hard to see. Do you see that there's a red dot up there? I figured that was part of the background, but it's probably just a part of perhaps the flower, which I put the pieces down here, but maybe just there's also spots in here, like small colored spots in the animals. You can see if I can find one. Yeah, here's one, like this. There you go. which aren't a part of the background. They're just sort of splattered all over the place, and they can confuse you. Right, so we have rabbit here. I actually don't know where the rabbit is in the image. Let me see. Okay, so the rabbit is, I guess it's not a rabbit. What is it? Is it a cat? Oh no, there's a bunny. Yeah, so it's right there. Okay. So eventually it will go there somewhere, but not now. I'll just put that to the side then. Alright, what's this? That's a strange part as well. Oh, there we go. Good. Let's see if we can get, yeah, there's a new piece at least. Oh, that's good. Alrighty. So this probably goes there. Good. And what about this one? Be there or something or other. There's a piece, right? There's that. Should be a few pieces. Oh, sorry, I kept the. There we go. There's another few. Yeah. So now yeah, but this is the one I just tried to place, right? Which I couldn't. So I can't place it now either, so I guess we'll have to just consider ourselves done as far as this goes for the moment. There are a few pieces still that has a lot of background on them that I can't fit just yet, which is a bit. No, there we go. Yeah, maybe I can get the last few ones. Yeah, there we go. Thought I couldn't make it. There's a few more. Will they show up? I wonder. Yeah, I think we might get a visitor now. Wanna come up, Pussy? Come on. Come on, boy. Yeah, you're too tired? This is... Here, come boy. I'll introduce you to my cat. Alright. It's my big boy, which is sort of fitting since we're doing a studio animal puzzles today. He's called Dutus. He's a really old, really grumpy. Aren't you, boy? Yeah. So, try to make him not go up here again, even though I invited him now. He can make a mess of puzzles though, and he has on occasion. So it's good thing that the edge on this one is glued down, so he can't do that much damage. So alright, strategy wise, where are we going from now? Because we've done the first 3 things that we said we were going to do. So I guess we'll have to start with animals then. Looking at all these pieces, you can pick out that there's lots of brown, alright, which probably goes with a horse and this dog. They're both brown, and then there's light and like almost white, which is this dog, and perhaps the bunny. They're probably all white as well. And then we have cats, a few of them, up there as well, and then there's the, oh, I made that already. All right. So those are the ones that we have to work with. So I think I'll start with trying to puzzle piece that little kitten together. It should be, come on, it should be kind of easy to find because it stands out a bit. We're lucky. Okay, there's one piece. I think here's the other one. Yeah, it's a few. Snap. See if we don't mix it out. No, I think I must. Oh, it actually did. I found one piece at least, and also found one down here. So the kitten is playing around with the green screen here. So maybe that will change something. Let me try out a new background as well. So how's that? Moving through space, right? It might be distracting. So what was I saying? Yeah, I was talking about. I hear you didn't. I was talking. Yeah, I was doing this guy. That's what I was doing. Right. So let's try to find a few more pieces. No, that's not. I think that's one. There we go. Okay. Perhaps this is one as well. Should be able to find. So a bit of brown down here. That's them. No. I think that's there. So a few more. That's good. This is one perhaps. So one final piece. That's not even close. That's the rabbit, I think. No, something else. Okay, so one final piece. No. Well, I guess not. I thought that was gonna be easy to find as well, but apparently it isn't. If it isn't, yeah, there we go. I put those aside. Great feeling. All right, so there's the kitten. Good work. And what I think I'll do now is I'll just place that because I happen to see it. There we go. I'll just sort these pieces and try to make out the different animals because I realize now that there are still too many to go through for looking for every piece. So I think it's better to sort out the cats, perhaps the rabbit, if I can make that out. And I guess I'll do the white dog and the horse and this guy. Yeah, I try to sort it out somewhere. Probably cats. They will be one pile, and then perhaps this dog if it's different enough to distinguish from the horse. And I'll do this dog as well, and the rabbit. Let's just see how we can do this real fast. Right. So I'll put. I don't know really. I'll just try to make something out of this. Okay, lots of white pieces. That's the big dog, I think. Put them down here. Right. Alright. Quite a lot of those.
And here's one kind of dog as well. Don't know which. I put those up here. Right. Yeah, so I guess this is kind of like it's the dog and it's the horse and it's a little of everything. I don't know if I go down there. Don't know. That goes up down here. Put that up here. There we go. There we go. This and that. This and that. Right, so again, sorting isn't, the most rewarding thing to look at, but then again, this is slow TV. So if you're looking for action, I think you're probably in the wrong place. Cats. I'll just leave the cats up here. Try to sort out the rest. I think that's quicker. Even though it's not always that easy to tell what will become apparent later. No, it's a bit hard. Okay. Alright, so I think we're done. And maybe we should start with doing this cat down here. I have all the pieces here, I think. It might be a bit hard to find the first few. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with those guys. It's too dark. Alright. Oops, made a mess. That's a close fit, but I don't think it actually goes there. Guess I'll have to wait and see. No. There we go. That's another piece, that's good. So this cat was actually kind of nice to build. It wasn't too hard. But then again, it's the sorting that makes it possible, right? I spent a little time puzzling over sorting, and then I can spend a lot of time puzzling. This was strange though. Thought I had that. might be another cat. That's tricky when there are a few of them. I guess this is... it might just be a rabbit or something else. Alright, so let's do that. Actually that, perhaps, no. Goes down there, was the right cat at least. Let's do this piece, alright. So, what on earth? Where is that? Oh. There we go. I think I tried that earlier, I'm not sure. It might be the way I glued the edge down. Now it's starting to show that it's a bit tricky to get some of the pieces down because of how it's connected. Perhaps not connected. And I think the alignment must be a bit off because I'm not finding the pieces that I should. But I'll just leave that be since I'm in the flow now. So that just look at what happens there. Yeah, something is a bit off. I'm sorry about that. I'll try to sort it out later. So if I'm focusing on the tech stuff, the building goes kind of bad. But when I focus on building, the tech goes kind of bad. So I guess I can't have both. Is that it? Yeah, it's a bit misplaced. Oh, but now it's suddenly fine, quite a few. Oh, so, I don't know. I've made a jump, I guess. Alright, so we have 2 pieces left down there. That's one of them. Let's do the last one. Should be here somewhere. Let's do that as well. It's a strange piece though, because I can't seem to find it. Not even close. No. I think I'm trying too much now. Yeah, we'll just have to save that for later. Maybe it shows up. Or there it is, perhaps. Yep, I don't know what it was doing down there. It couldn't escape though, couldn't escape. Okay, so we did one cat. I think we should do these guys now. Because the first cat was went so well. Just try to continue with this one. Even though I think it's a bit tricky because if you, I don't know if you can see it, but there's one cat up here and there's one there and there's one here as well. So there are like 3 cats which are rather similar when it comes to the color of them and the texture and everything. So it might be confusing. But one of them is a lot bigger than the other those. I'll just start trying to get that together. No, it's not. save that for later then. And actually there should be a bit of green in here. Maybe that's, no, some other part. Okay, more cats, more big cat things. There's that. Let's see if we can find the edge of the whiskers. No. No. Save that then. Thought I had that one as well. It's just a bit tricky with those cats. And this is what happens sometime when you start looking for things and you don't, or it's happening to me at least, I don't know about you guys when you puzzle. I was really focusing on this part and then that didn't turn out too well, and then I start to wonder about, and that usually is not a good way to go about it. You should stay focused, the area you're locked into. It would probably save you a lot of time in the end. No, that doesn't even go there. So I just said I should be doing one thing, and then I'm doing like complete opposite. That's good. Oh, there's that anyway. Well, that's something completely different. My mind was wandering there. I think what's actually happening with the imaging system is that I forgot to recalibrate it after handling the failure from yesterday. I think the image has shifted just slightly, then it doesn't recognize where the pieces go, and it's just misaligned a bit, so that's too bad, but I just have to learn as I go along. Alright. Yeah, I think this was trickier than I thought at first. I thought this would be fairly simple as well. Turned out to be harder, actually. So there is one piece at least. Maybe that will help us along. No. Not there quite yet. There's another one. There's another one. Right, so we're looking for a piece that is, there we go. Sometimes the shape of the missing piece just stands out, so it's easy to find among lots of pieces. And sometimes you're looking for trying to match the colors of things, and sometimes you're just going for shape. That's the way it is for me anyway. And I actually think sometimes that shape is easier. But that's just me, I guess. And then again, a lot of pieces are really similar shape-wise, and then it's not that easy, but when they stand out in some aspect or other, they usually pop out as well from looking at several pieces. There we go. This really should be down here somewhere. Just can't find a place for it though. I think that goes there. So not that many pieces left now. Okay. That. Okay, so we should be able to find, this, I guess. Good. Imaging system has caught up a bit again. Maybe I was just puzzling too slowly. Didn't think it was worthy. Keeping track. If you haven't watched earlier, I can repeat that the imaging system works that way that if it misses a piece when it's placed, it won't recognize it later. It's not that the computer is looking at the whole picture every time. It takes a difference between two images and try to find what's new, and if it doesn't detect that there is a change, for example, if I put a piece down like this, if that doesn't get detected, the new piece will be the baseline for the next image. So even though it will be there for the rest of the puzzle, it will never get detected. So if it's missed, it's missed. And I'll just try to make the software better at detecting differences. As we go along. Alright, so this I think the rest of these pieces really shouldn't be that hard to find. There aren't that many places they can go. But obviously, obviously there is. Are there more? No, I thought I had that one for sure. Strange, okay. There's a piece, not of the cat though. So where have I misplaced those then? Are they up here? No, I don't think they are. Are they down? Yeah, this is this. No. Well, I guess that those are rabbit then. Alright, so what happened here? Oh, that's too bad. Out of battery for the control. I'll just let that charge for a while. Here we go. No. I was pretty certain about that as well. So this is really thin. Oh, there we go. That should be it. Yeah. Go. And then we have this piece that probably goes there, right? Okay. And we have, yeah, this might go there. And these pieces then is this. Don't know what these are supposed to be. Yeah, I can't do that either. Right. So that's a special piece. That's not it. That's this. No. Alright. So these pieces that I thought were whiskers from the cats, let me show you if I can. Just bring it up like that. It's hard to see. But they are actually, I think it's the eyebrows of the horse. So that's that. And yeah, here is a piece misplaced up among the dogs. There we go. And what's this then? Too dark. And that goes there. So we have a few. I really think that should be. I should be able to find that piece. Is this it, perhaps? Yeah, there we go. Yes! Alright, so the cats are fairly done, all three of them. So now we have the dogs left and the horse. So maybe we should start trying to do a bit of the dog, because that's really, I think I have most of those pieces down here. Might be a few up here as well. Not that too many though. And we just try to do that. Right. So let's see if we can find. No, no. I think that's the Cocker Spaniel actually. No. Not yet. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so start off looking for a piece that isn't there. It's got a shape where there. Oh, it's probably up here. No, I thought that was it for sure. Maybe it's this one. No. Right, it has a bit of an odd shape, so those are usually kind of easy to find. There aren't that many pieces. Most pieces look like this, you know, with two holes and then two dots sticking out on the side, so two of each, in symmetrical, so like that. And then there are a few pieces that look like this, with just one hole and 3 points sticking out. And then there's of course, let me see if I can find one of those pieces where there are two adjacent. Yeah, here the holes are adjacent, and also the points sticking out are. So that's your major kind of pieces. And there are lots of more of these ones, the regular ones, so to speak, like that. And here we're looking for one that's not a regular piece, and I thought I've put them aside here. Thought I would be able to find that pretty easy, but it was none of those. I don't think there are any other down here left either, so goes to show it's somewhere else. Oh, there we go. It wasn't that hard though. I thought we could get away, but I found it. And then there's another piece right beside it. It's also a bit different. So now the cast control is up again, good thing. And I can show you guys stuff if I need to. Alright. No. Yes, perhaps. There we go. Maybe I can place another one before. No. Not the one I was looking for, but there we go, perhaps. No. There are a few more. Good for me. Alright, let's do the next row. And we're definitely not at that point yet, but if you have, you know, if there are large areas where you need to, with a lot of pieces that are really similar, in the end there's not much else for you to do than to sort them and just try them out one by one. Because that's some of the times that it's easier to, you know, try to find the actual pieces. At least I find it that to be like that it's, if there's really nothing to go on, at some point or another you just have to start doing the logical thing and just sort the pieces the best you can, and try them one after one, turning them over, and trying all directions, and making time that way. If you just excuse me, I'm just gonna log in here. go. And now I can change things up again. Let's do some. Oh, I guess not. Let's do some orange rings in the background instead. All right, so we're almost done with this piece as well. It went quicker than I thought. I thought actually that was going to be a bit harder. That's the way it goes sometimes. I thought the cats were going to be easier because there's more texture and more details on that. But the way this worked was actually that there's also here, even though all the pieces are pretty much the same, there's a slight difference in color, which made them easier to pick out. And I think what we're seeing here, it's a bit of red, and I think, yeah, that's the piece of the flower. So we'll just do the rest of the dog, and then we'll piece the flower together. All right, so no, that's not it. It goes there, of course. Yeah, these go here. So I had it upside down all along. Good thing I caught that. Alright. So there's that. Okay, so that piece should be this perhaps. No? I don't know where that goes. I just wanted it to be right so badly. Okay, so where's that? No. I guess not. Okay. This should be easy to find though, because it stands out a bit. It's a special shape. But I can't find it anyways. Is it misplaced perhaps? That one was. So bad sorting on my part. Is that it? No. I think this is. This might just go up here somewhere anyways. No, way off. Okay, so where is that rascal then? I just have to save that for later. I'll have to take a small bit. Alright, so there's the nose. Let's see. There's the paw and there's the nose coming, so there will be a bit of black here. Maybe that. And there we go. So maybe. No. And then I guess. There's an eye here. I don't know where that goes. So should be. I got lost somewhere. There's another piece down there. Yeah, look at this for a while more, and then I'll just head over and do the flower instead. So I know that would be so easy, and this is getting frustrating. So there should be that piece should be really easy to find, because it's the stalk of the flower should run right through it, and it should be really easy to pick out, but I can't find it. So it's definitely not it. So this is the point again where you start wondering if there are more pieces missing. There's the nose at least. I'm not saying that I think that there are more pieces missing in the first one, but always start thinking so, or at least considering it when you can't you just can't realize how you cannot find the piece. You know exactly what it should look like, and still you're not able to place it. And then when you do find it, you would go, oh, so that was what that was. And as you see now, I'm starting to wander around again, which isn't good. But it's human nature, I guess. Or it's just my nature, perhaps. But I'll just leave that for now, and I'll do the flower, because that should be that should be easy. Which is a completely different thing than it being easy, though. Oh, here's the piece of that should run through there. Good. It's a piece of the stalk. Okay, let's just a few more. Goes down there. This goes center, I guess. There we go, a few more. This goes here, perhaps. There's that. This goes down here. This goes there. And unfortunately, it was really simple, easy, and now I'm back. Now I'm back looking at the hard parts again. So that's a piece that should be easy to find, but maybe I should save that. Maybe I should do a bit of rabbit, if I can get that started somehow. tried all these pieces before. It's just strange. There's that. And that should. So there's a red in this one. Oh, so that's why I couldn't find those. Misplaced sorting again. That piece of flower, I sort of knew that it wasn't going to be part of the big flower, but I put that to the side. There was this piece of background in it as well with the blue, and which I had been looking for then. It wasn't until I had put a few of the pieces of the rabbit down that I realized the mistake I'd made. But once I did, it was really simple to put the rest down. So there we go. Is that on that side then? Down here. Go, a few more. I guess I haven't found any of those, so the computer is sort of off. It doesn't get traction. Now there's a few pieces that should be easy to find with having some red on them. Some white from the rabbit on the other side. That's up there. White. Oh. Enough. Something else. There we go. Perhaps. There we go. So quite a lot of the rabbit done as well. Should be able to find that piece somewhere, or rather, it's up here then. No, here's one, and there's that. Alright, good. Alright, so that's discarded. So maybe we should do the Cocker Spaniel now, or we can do these pieces. That, and I guess that goes there. And this this piece really must be missing. I don't know if you can see it, but it should contain a lot of blue, and it's a special shape, and that's not anywhere to find, and it's not the missing piece either. So I guess I'll have to search the floor and look around. Maybe there will be two missing pieces to this puzzle. We'll work that out as we go along. Alright, so we should finish this darn dog though, shouldn't we? Doesn't feel right to leave that hanging. I don't know what this is. There's that piece. I must go back look at the video later and try to sort out how I could miss that, because that's the piece that I was looking for earlier. I just couldn't find. and suddenly it's just there and it's so obvious. So it must have moved around somehow. I'll do a recap on that. Let's try to see how I missed it. Alrighty. So what should I do now? Yeah, I said I was going to do this. There's pieces of it that I think will be kind of easy because it's the structure of the hair on the Cocker Spaniel is quite different from the horse and the dog. But I don't think all of it is, so some pieces will be easy and others will be kind of hard. But I think that there will be. Yeah, as I said, this is probably, it's a bit of the ear of or the mane of the horse, perhaps, which looked kind of similar to this dog ear there, so not always that easy. And this is a horse eye, I guess. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Should be able to find the dog eye. There, that is. And this is perhaps also. Yep. So it might. Maybe it's. Yeah, that must be dog though. Just save that a bit. Here we have a few as well. It should be. There we go. Yes, this is one as well. There we go. Let's take a snapshot. And this is that piece, perhaps no. There we go. No. Let's save that for later as well. There we go. And I think I'm doing kind of. I'm making progress now at least. So let's see. There's one piece that should be up here somewhere. There's that. Let's do all three pieces, perhaps. If we can find them. This could be one. Yeah, so just the final one left then. Sorry, I got distracted. There's wasn't that much of a distraction. It was the right color. It's just a few down. So on that piece. No. Alright, so the strategy here now is, since there are lots of pieces that are similar between the horse and this dog, if I try them out here and they won't fit, I'll just put them to the side here so that I remember that I've tried them, and then I can move them over to the horse. If I left them down there, I know that I would be trying them again and again. That's also a strategy to use to keep track of the pieces that you've tried. And that's also what you need to do when you start just testing all the pieces by chance, basically, or not by chance, but with some sort of algorithm or structure to it. But it's strange. There are a few pieces here that really stands out now that I just think should be easy to find or easy to place, but they're not. So I guess I'll have to just sort of go through them one by one. Oh, there's one. No, that's good. Let's take a snapshot of that. So just too much structure to these pieces. They don't fit that dog at all. I'm reaching here. Maybe I should abandon this as well. Have I tried this? Yeah. No? I guess I missed that. Oh, you see, I guess I'm a bit tired now as well. So we've done most of that part as well now. And now we're really down to, I think I'll leave the horse. Just leave that for last. Because there are enough special pieces down here that should go down along the edge down here. We'll just do them first, or try to do them first. So, oh, I said that these were eyebrows for the cat. I don't know, because they can't be really. Or could they? No, it's the nose. It's I guess the nose of a horse is called something else. But I think that's what this is. There we go. It pays off to look at the cover sometimes, even though I usually don't. Because I think it's not always the most efficient way. Oh, that would be a major move. I don't think that the camera will pick that up, or will it? Sorry for not looking at you guys. I'm just looking at the imaging system. Oh, it's stuck doing something else. I'll just do what I came here to do instead. That is puzzle away. That's probably not it either. Oh, there it goes. That goes. Okay. Yeah. So this is the part that's, you know, really nice. When you've done enough of the puzzle, of all the pieces that are left kind of stand out in one way or another. And as I said that, I find one that I couldn't place, but I think you get the idea. Or enough structure and details in the images, or in the pieces that are left, that you can easily, or kind of easily at least, find where they're supposed to go if you have a limited amount of pieces to look at. It's harder when there are thousands of pieces left. Even though it's as obvious when you see it later, or it would have been as obvious from the beginning. It's when you're down to these few pieces, there is you can deploy some kind of strategy that's really more about making the best fit. You know that it has to be one of these pieces, and then you sort of look for the one that is most likely to be one, even though it doesn't really stand out. It can be one of the other ones because they're even worse, and then you try that, and often you get it right. At least I think that's what happens. Can't explain it any other way. All right. So you remember I was looking for the stalk of the flower. Well, it was in the mouth of the dog. That's why I couldn't find that piece. So that would also have saved me a bit of time if I had just looked at the cover. But I think that's a bit of not cheating perhaps, but close to it. Strange part then. Does that go up there? Yeah, no, no. Actually, it didn't go there. Good for me, I didn't try to force it. I was pretty sure that it was supposed to go there. And then I thought that since most of the puzzle is done by now, the way I glued the edges down would pose a problem for placing the last pieces. So I figured I just have to push it down. But good thing I didn't. Oh, that didn't take too well. Let's take another one. Because that would probably have destroyed it. Haven't I just been trying this out all over the place? I think I have actually. So I'll put that to the side then. That goes there. That goes there. Alright. So let's try to look up here of the misplaced pieces then. This should be easy. It's a large piece. Oddly shaped, large piece. There we go. Okay, this is probably a bit of dog as well. Take another snapshot. So, what's this then? It's strange. That's what that is. I have no idea. Yeah, I guess it goes there. Yeah, so it's a bit of the dog's ear then. This is no. That should really fit somewhere as well. Alright. So let's link this through. I'll just pull all these pieces down so we don't have to look at my head all the time, the top of my head. be in the way when I lean over. So I'll place these down here instead. And I'll also get closer to him, being able to see more detail. Such as this. Can you see that there's a bit of, I guess you can't, there's a bit of red on there. That's flour, my friends. So we place that one. That should go there. And we should be able to find that perhaps. No, my bad. Goes there instead. And we should. That's a few more pieces. I'm getting concentrated now. That's why I'm not talking as much. But you probably enjoy that I'm silent for a bit. No, too dark. There we go. Okay. Is that this piece then? Yes, good. Final piece of that dog. So, okay. Goes there. Is this? Yeah, there we go. So we're done with pretty much everything but the horse. So let's get started on that. And I think we might just have our mystery piece there. But then again, we have a mystery piece here as well. So, but that it can't be. That won't fit there, so it can't be that. That's just missing. But that might just be another piece that's just missing. So, I guess we'll find out in a bit. There's one. Yay. There's another one. Yay. There's a third, perhaps. No. We can do that one. There we go. And we should be. Is this it, perhaps? No. There we go. Maybe there's a bit of eye somewhere as well. There's another one. Maybe. Oh. Save that for a bit. And we do. Try to do that one. No. I think that goes. Is that it? No. There's that. Okay, and then we should. Goes there, I guess. Let's take another one. Yay. So final stretch now. Just a few more and we're done. Which is sad because then we have to start another puzzle. Which is fun. So I guess there's no losers. It's just good feeling. We should have some music though. I must fix that. Because when I get concentrated, I get quiet. I get eager to finish this, so. No. There we go. Maybe we should try to sharpshoot these last ones. I think that goes there. That might go there. No, wrong. Right spot, wrong orientation. That goes there. And that goes there. And this goes there then. All right, so we have two missing pieces. So the missing pieces.blog, I guess. There's that one, and let me just look. See somewhere in here. It's not on the floor. Might be. Alright, sorry for this intermission. I'm sorry, I just have to look. Oh, look at that. Hey guys. Good news. Where are we? There's the missing piece, or the next two missing pieces. All right, so we're done. We're done with that puzzle as well. So that's about an hour and a half in. So I did 2 hours on the last one, so 3.5 hours then to put this together, which is, or maybe I should do a snapshot. I don't know if it's good. It's probably not that good for a 500 piece puzzle, but it's, you know, it is what it is, and it's always, I find it harder to, both the way I have to piece the puzzle together because of the imaging cam, and also to keep talking most of the time. It's a bit hard. And if I look at, let's bring up the big stats. Yeah, see, there's about some 30-40 pieces that hasn't been accounted for. So I'll have to look through the images and try to figure out what happened and why. But it's fairly decent at least, and it's a nice looking puzzle, don't you think? I wish I had a cam that I could zoom in on a bit. I will be looking to start up a website where I will put up larger images, better scaling possibilities and zooming possibilities, so you can take part that way as well. But this is a work in progress. So, thank you for watching this long second part of the build of this puzzle, and I hope to see you next time. I'll do some kind of outro here, and I'll leave you at that. See you soon, guys.